Doki Doki Literature Club. We will be doing poetry today. I love the intro. I do. It's so bright, so true. Do not press new game. Do not press new game. I got so close to pressing new game. Oh, I can't wait for it to all change. It'll change eventually. It's so bright and happy and cheerful right now. Hint. You can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Well, good thing I started off on this. And I remember that we're doing poetry and that whatever we put in here can affect our little people over there. And my beautiful love over here, I'm not sure what you want to hear, but I'm gonna try really hard to find something that would be good for you. Are these not the I feel like these aren't the same words. I feel like these are different words than what I had last time. Now you, I think I remember talking about I feel like you would want to talk about anxiety, but also I feel like this big word over here would be something you would want. This, definitely for her. Also, I don't remember any of their names right now, so I'm gonna have to wait till I see them again. Loud and Party are probably her. Vitality. Would you like vitality? Vitality. Vitality? Vitality. Anxiety, vitality are the ones that I'm wanting right now. Okay. Despise, electricity cage, heartbeat, sadness, atone. Atone? Atone? She looked happy. She looked happy. Okay. She's my goal. Scars, fantasy. I remember her saying something about fantasy novels. I think. Damn it! Okay. Oh. Inferno? Inferno. Okay. Got it. I am getting it. They will get happy if you choose their word. Intellectual. She's smart. I remember. She's smart. Yeah. Vivid. I like the word vivid. Melancholy, maybe? Yeah. Okay. I think I'm doing good. Milk. I feel like this is the only one that I could pick that she would. You? Oh. I would have never guessed. Well, that goes to show, don't judge somebody based on their outward appearance. Doki Doki, that's the name of the game. Contamination? Contamination. Fantastic. I also, right before this, I lost my glasses and I could not find them. I don't want you. I could not find my glasses to save my life. What ended up happening is my cats knocked them off of my dresser, and that's where I had them. Covet. Yeah. I thought I was gonna have to play today without being able to see, which would have made everything a lot worse. Okay. Agonizing, I'm wondering if that's you, because I'm really not trying to get you. Wrath. Shame. I'm in between shame, wrath, and agonizing. Picked it right. Okay, we're good. It shouldn't matter that much. It really shouldn't matter that much. It doesn't matter that much. But I want so badly. I want so badly to get her. Controllable. Unrequited. Ugh. I feel like unrequited is you because you're the childhood friend. Oh, it's not that big of a deal. Just pick a word. Philosophy? Bouncy. Bouncy. Clumsy. I'm clumsy. Disarray. That was one of the words last time. I need to be making quicker decisions. Oh, pout. Pout, I think, is her. Infallible. Yeah. After image. Yeah. Tenacious. Ooh, that's a big word. Analysis. Existence. Wait. Oh, wait, just horror. I know she likes horror. That one's easy. That one's really easy. Tragedy? Or graveyard? Graveyard. Graveyard. Vertigo. No, I'm a Gemini. I'm sorry, that was a bad joke. That was a really bad joke. I feel like aura, honestly. You look... Aura? Yeah, aura. Alright, one more. Boop! Oh, that's you in the middle, I know that. Unstable. After some of the answers I've been getting here, I think she's unstable. Promise, hope, lust. No, these are high schoolers. Unending? Let's go with unending. Oh, my bad. Two more. Email. I'm not putting my email in there. Whistle. Eternity. Frightening. There we go. I think I mostly have her. Mostly. Hi, Monica. Hello. I still don't like you. Hi again, Keely. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least... I at least keep my word. Yeah, we as a man, because I am a male, apparently, are trying to get with the ladies. And guys do stupid things when they're young to get with the ladies. Young people do stupid things to get with other people. I say that like I'm not that young. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Keely. I remember your name now, and I still love you. No problem. I hope this isn't too overwhelming or of a commitment for you. No, of course not. For you, I would do anything. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? I mean, if you want to teach me a thing or two, I'd be happy. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. I think I remember liking her too. Just not as much. Sayori, that's right, Natsuki and Sayori. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. I mean, I'd like to stay home. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I wrote a poem like everybody else. I'm obviously taking it seriously. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. She needs to stop airing out her dirty laundry. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature. I agree. I agree. You read it. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Keely always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Yeah, nah. Maybe somebody you could settle down with, build a life. I'd marry you now. I'd marry you now. Well, wait a few years probably. You know, finish school, then college, and do whatever it is. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Yeah, you're a lovely, bubbly, like, she's our bubbly airhead type. But there's other things going on there. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. I will ditch her so quickly. I will say the word. Say the word. How come you and Keely can become good friends too? Yuri? As usual, Yuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, what? Yuri even brought you something today, you know? She did? Oh no, show it to me. Wait, Yuri. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. Give. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Yuri made it sound like a big deal when it's not really. What do I do? You give it to me. I would, anything you want to hand me, anything you want to give me, I would be so happy to take. You could give me a rock and I would love if somebody gifted me a rock. Especially if it's like one of those good smooth rocks. Oh, there's nothing there's nothing better than a nice like smooth rock. Oh, it's so nice. Sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so I'll be happy to accept anything. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? It is. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Oh, I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. What's the book? I probably would. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. That's thoughtful. That's sweet and thoughtful. And we could, you know, we could discuss it if you wanted. Ah! She's so cute. I love her. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I don't think it's an accident. I think she knows what she's doing. I think she knows. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activity for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. For her manga? I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Yes. Oh, look at I didn't realize she was holding her hair. Oh, that's cute. Crap. She saw me. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Hi. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Oh, I'm making her nervous. I'm sorry. I really should stop staring. I do have a staring issue. I have a staring problem when it comes to people. I don't know what it is, but like if I find anything remotely interesting about a person, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna like stare at them, and I don't even realize I'm doing it at first. And when I do notice, I feel so bad. I feel like a creep. Like, stop looking at these people. They don't want that. Was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so. That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Is it so we could discuss it later? Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Did you purchase the other one for me? Ah? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, you did buy it yesterday. Did you finish the book already? I'm not even surprised. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. I see. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. Oh, I'm reading into it. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Is that a real book? It's not one I've read if it is. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. Okay? But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of the relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Oh, it would be a book that I would read. I would read this. I could see reading this when I was, you know, in my teen years. Wow. I could probably read it now, too. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so the dark turn came from nowhere. And then she do a giggle. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you crazy? Oh, please don't tell me you're crazy. No, please do tell me you're crazy. I'll take you crazy. I would be happy to have crazy. Are you not a fan of those sort of things, Keely? No, I am. I am. No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. I would never forget a single thing about this lady. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Wow, reading is gone. It's out the window. I've started making mistakes. That means that, just expect it to go downhill from here. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they can believe in. Then suddenly when you, like I said, it's downhill from here. When you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? It's okay. It's perfectly fine. Don't even worry about it. Not again. I'm sorry. No, go for... I don't like to talk anyways. I suck at talking. I would love to be the listener in this relationship. Hey, don't apologize. Don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Wow. I guess it's all right then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books or and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. That is so fine. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Oh no! That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Well, I mean, you can read it, and then I can read it, and we can read it together and be cute reading it. Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Ooh, putting the moves on her. I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. I mean, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That's it. Reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. She's probably a faster reader than me. I enjoy reading. I'm slow at reading. Sorry, no, it is okay if you don't mind waiting for me. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Oh, I love her. I do. She's so cute. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Romantic! I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Can you turn the page for me? Here. Different point of view. Oh. She's so cute. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm. And on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. Okay, so I'm in charge of the flipping. That's good, because I guarantee she reads faster. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes met. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Oh. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. That's such a sweet smile. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Oh. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. But that's okay. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Keely, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I said that. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, no, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Oh, Monica, can you get your... Can you get out of here? I'm in the middle of something. I'm busy. We're busy. Unless it's poem time. If it's poem time, then I'm back. I'm locked in. Because I'm ready to hear hers. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. I'm ready. Give me your poem, please. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. All right. I guess I'll do some reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning, yeah. And she'll probably be on her third reading of it at that point. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. I can do that. I can do that. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. I would have to mark that page because I would not remember. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? I did. Thank you for asking. I don't think it turned out well. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? Oh wait, we don't have to share it with everyone? We just pick one person? Oh, that makes it so much easier. That makes it so much easier. I can't wait. Yuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Yuri is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. That sounds like her. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Do I not get... Who should I show my poem to first? I think we all know. I'm pretty sure we all know who I'm showing it to. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Okay, Yuri. Please be honest with me. Does it suck? Is it bad? As Yuri reads the poem, I noticed her eyes lightening. Exceptional? Really? Oh, I could care less what any of the other ones say. I made her happy. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. I get to know your thoughts? I would never. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? If you didn't like it, that's okay. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. Am I actually good at poetry? This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. It's okay. Some people are naturally talented at things. Some people are naturally gifted. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognized in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor I need to cough. Wow. So much is happening right now. Her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little braised, though. Braised how? Well, never mind. I'll see. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Natsuki? Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, you have such pretty handwriting. My handwriting's not that pretty. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be. Wait. I'm sorry, I got distracted by click outside poem area to continue. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm breathing air. I breathe? Bathe? Breathe? I don't know. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Very good, very good, very good. I love it. I'm sorry, I have such terrible hand... I'm offended. I'm offended. I'm offended by that because mine is... My handwriting. Awful. Ugly. You can't hardly read it. That was beautiful. Honestly. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. That's because it's in cursive. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Yeah, very pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. No, it's good that it was short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into Ghost? Are you? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. It didn't sound like it was, but it was titled that. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually don't do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to a ghost. Symbolically. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Very impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. I didn't even get to see what mine actually was, so trust me, it probably was not impressive. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Definitely. 100%. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Keely. For me? Do the best. No, don't do it for me. Do the best for you. You deserve it. Don't do it for somebody else. Me too. But what you said. Natsuki. Natsuki next. Hello? Nothing to say. We have nothing to say. Keely, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? You weren't saying anything either. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort in. Well, we all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Exactly. Exactly. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. Wait, was that her reaction to my poem? Oh. Yeah, it probably wasn't that great. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. I'll teach their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Oh, I like the way you write too. It looks so easy to read. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek. Cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. I like it. It was easy for me to read. I liked that. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Okay. Well, not me. There you go. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. It's exactly. Oh, we're connecting. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. See, I said it was easy to read. I said it was easy to read. I enjoy that. I enjoy an easy read. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. No, I get that. I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I mean. That's what it means to be a pro. She's so proud. Wait, no. She has a little fang tooth. Oh, I love when they do that. I love when people do that. This is the first I've noticed it. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Honestly. Oh, that was so much quicker. Sayori next, because, ugh, Monica. Sayori. So, what do you think? This is a good poem. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? You never know. You never know. I guess you're right. But that's why I'm impressed. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. When I do something, I put my all into it. I have to impress the ladies with it, so. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room, you know? Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Keely. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? A little selfish. But at least I'm aware of it. That doesn't make it better. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. You're very cute, Yuri. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Hit him with a yay. I'm just tired all of a sudden. I don't have a yay. Hold on. Bring back the energy. It left. Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry. I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. I kind of wish they would have gave it that like crumpled texture they described. You also have pretty handwriting. What's up with everybody have good handwriting? Dear Sunshine, also yours is the longest one so far. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away any rain? Day? My bad. I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I could go for some breakfast. Sayori? This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. I mean, I do things last minute all the time. Doesn't mean I didn't try. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Did she do it? This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah, Monica. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Is Monica next? I haven't had much one-on-one with you. Hi. Hello, how are you? I'm good. Having a good time so far? I am. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Not really. But I'm going to. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Keely. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? You too? Are you also embarrassed? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Yep, Great job. Thank you. What do you like about it? Go ahead, don't spare any details, I'm listening. Oh, sorry. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. Or oh? It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way I can really wow them. That's basically what I said. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know, Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? I'm aware. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to their device to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuance. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much. Don't worry. I'm worrying. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I get comfortable. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. I'm going to always write the way that Yuri wants me to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I do. I want to impress her. I want to impress her. Yeah. It's not like I'm trying to impress anybody. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. I don't think you have feelings. I don't think you feel. I don't think she feels. Well, let's read it then. Why is it so long? It's pretty though. Hole in the wall. It could have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinals? Already scorched. But where'd you go? I lost my place. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. It's pretty good. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently? I've been influencing my poems. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Care to share? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. It's kind of like word vomit. Just get it on the paper. That's my advice of the day. Thanks for listening. No problem. Okay, we finished the poems. We're done with the poems. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a lot more stressful, a lot more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice. There's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Yuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Do you guys not like each other's poems? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice because she couldn't think of anything nice to say. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Oh, they don't have the same writing style, and apparently they don't like each other's. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Yuri liked it. And Keely did too. Do not bring me into this. I don't want to be in this. Because I will take her side. I'm sorry. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Oh, that was... She meant that comment. And Keely liked my poem too, you know. Please don't bring me into this. I don't like confrontation. He even told me he was impressed by it. The music's gone. Suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member. I mean, that's not what I... Yours stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Keely appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice? Are you that full of yourself? Please don't fight over me. I'm not worth it. I know. I don't even think this is about me. That's selfish thinking. I don't think it has anything to do with me. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew size. I don't even want to look at, do not draw my attention to it. These are children. I'm not gonna even entertain that. I'm not even going to entertain that. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Keely, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Keely. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Keely? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? I don't like confrontation. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. I don't want to agree. I told him not to make me choose. I'm sorry. Natsuki, I told you not to make me choose. Natsuki. You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you both to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. It's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it. and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Come on. Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. I didn't want to take sides. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Yuri, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. To be fair, I think that our MC over here handled that really well for picking a side. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hand and throws it in the trash. No! Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at the desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, I could never hate you. These things happen. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it all well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Keely. You're too kind. I'm thankful that you're a part of this club. I don't think I read that sentence right. Don't even mention it. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said? About, you know. I didn't even read it. I would never do anything so shameful. So, don't even worry. I refuse to read that sentence. What thing did Natsuki say? I know what she's referring to. Well, never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea. Good idea, great idea, even a fantastic idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. I liked it. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was all right. Well, mostly. Keely, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. Love that. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. I don't want to write another poem. And maybe you learned something from your friends too? So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Wrong thought process. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Keely, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. You really are cute. I'm so sorry you're not the favorite. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori? About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. So you don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I was just curious. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I could see why they'd make good friends with you. You know, Keely, it's nice I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Yuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds. I pat Yuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Yuri as an eternal monologue sometime. Okay. Yeah. Yeah! Let's do this! Is that the end? There we go. Look at our little ladies over here. So cute. I think it's a good time to end. I think ending on the poems is a great place to stop it. Especially it tests my knowledge, my brain, my memorization skills on what these guys like. So I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, not really anything happened yet. Something will eventually, and I'm not gonna be caught off guard. I'm gonna be ready for it. I'm gonna be prepared for it. I'm gonna be ready. We've already seen a little glimpse into some of these characters, and I love that. So I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then like the video. If you want to see more, then subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.